Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jackie. I hope you hit that subscribe button to be notified whenever I upload a new video. Welcome to a cozy bookstore date with myself. So I'm at my Barnes & Noble and we're just gonna look around for some fall books. I really want a book that like screams fall. The cover is just fall, you know, so I have that in mind. I also would like to get a few books that have been on my wish list for a while now, so hopefully they have them and I can pick them up today and just have a nice fall cozy day. It is like really gloomy out and I thought, you know what, it's the perfect day to go book shopping. So let's go inside and see what books we can find. I'm done with my Barnes & Noble trip. That was really fun. I was successful. I picked up a few books as well as the promo book that they were doing. So I'm going to start with this. This is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. She is the author of The Kingdom of the Wicked, which I don't know if I'm going to start this series this month if I have time or next month. I'm definitely getting to it next month, but yeah, I heard good things about this and I got it for $5. So yeah, you can like any purchase, not just the cafe, they said. But at the cafe I just had a peanut butter and a chocolate chip cookie, and they were also buy one get one half off, so I got that for a good deal too. So yes, that is the first, and now we get to the books. Sorry if you can't hear me. I put you on top of my dash and I don't know like the audio with this. Remember when I said it was a gloomy fall day? Well, for some reason the sun decided to come out. So yeah, I don't know the audio yet. I haven't really edited footage on my MacBook with my like Sony camera because I'm using my actual vlogging camera today, not my iPhone, but I did vlog some stuff on here as well as took some like book pictures. So the audio sounds okay. I just watched that clip back and it sounds okay even with like you on my dash and like the engine's running and the aircon's on, but the steering wheel was kind of in the way, so I moved you. So hopefully it's not focusing on this but focusing on my face. I pressed it to focus on my face, so hopefully this is okay so I can do my book haul because I'm excited to share with you all the books that I ended up getting. I was honestly going in there for maybe 2 books. Like I knew I wanted this one because of the promo I saw on TikTok and all that, but I didn't think I would come away with this many books. So here is my bag of books. I'm just gonna get on with the book haul. So actually I placed an online pickup order because when you buy the books online, they are buy one get one half off. So I wanted to take advantage of the deal and they weren't doing it in store. So I picked up the special editions of the Lynn Painter books. So Betting on You and Better Than the Movies. So I've already read Better Than the Movies. I really did like it. Honestly, I don't remember, but I remember liking it. And I haven't read Betting on You, but I did read The Do-Over as well this year and I liked it. So now all 3 will match on my bookshelves. I don't know why they don't have the sticker, but they were like buy one get one half off. So I took advantage of that deal and they're just so pretty and so like cute. So we have that, and then we have another 2 that I actually picked up today. So those were from last week if you watched my Vlogtober video, which I'm still editing. I have more pretty sprayed edges. I'm all about them. They're just so pretty. So this is Dreadful by Caitlin Rosakis, and I heard good things. I saw this on TikTok and I follow a book talker who raved about this and it sounded interesting, so hopefully I can add this to my October TBR. And then this is Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco, another book by her. I really want to like read her books. I do have the hardback edition from Barnes & Noble last year that I bought, so now I have the paperback. I couldn't resist. It was just so pretty and cute. So got more sprayed edges, and then we have the last 2 books in here, which one doesn't make sense but this one does. So this is Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice by Katie Sitkatelli Cook. I'm sorry, I can't really pronounce that, but yeah, it sounded really cute. And I told you at the beginning I wanted a fall book, and this is like the epitome of fall. So got that. And then this is Joni B. Jones and the Stupid Smelly Bus. I just bought this because I always wanted this book. My mom never let me buy it because it had the word stupid, and she always said stupid was a bad word. Well, I'm 31 now. I can do whatever I want. I have it. I do think I read this when I was little behind her back at the library, but I couldn't own it. So yeah, I wish I had like the original cover, and I can't believe it's so small. Like with the amount of books that I read and like the amount of pages, this compared to this. So yeah, I got it for funsies. I think that was only like $5. So that was my Barnes & Noble book haul. I managed to get 7 books today, so it was even amount because of the buy one get one half off. But if you want to see more books, when I get home I'll show you what I got from the Target buy 2 get 1 free sale that just ended. I have a lot of books from there. I went wild there as well. So when I get home I can show you all those books as well, and then other books that I bought this month. So it will be a collective haul. Hello friends, it is actually a few weeks later, and as promised, here is the book haul that I mentioned in the last clip. You may be wondering why I've filmed this all these weeks later. Well, it's because I forgot I had a college class after I filmed that, and I came home, rushed around, and I had to leave again to head back to my community college class. If you didn't know, I'm taking classes at my local community college, and I forgot how stressful it is going back to school and like prioritizing your time and like all that fun stuff. I've had exams, assignments, presentations that I have been focusing on, so of course my editing, filming, social media had to take a back burner because I was more focused on school, and I've been really enjoying it. And finally I've had a free time to film. I actually just got back from one of my classes, and the day I filmed this it is raining. I don't know if you can hear it outside my window. You can hear the pitter-patter of rain on the roof, the window. I don't know if my camera microphone is picking it up, but it just adds to the fall vibes, and I can share with you all the fall books that I picked up that I promised in my last clip when I was in the car. So I can share with you all the books. These were accumulated over the past few weeks / months because, as I said, I haven't been filming, so they've just accumulated. So with the rain getting louder, I am going to speed through and talk you through all of the books. Some of them I have read already, so I'll give my thoughts about that and just where I got the books and all that fun stuff. So here is my collective fall book haul. We're gonna start off with these two books. I actually featured them in Vlogtober episode 1. I went out with a friend to a bookstore and they had a blind date with a book, so I picked up 2 blind date with the books. So one was the full price of $7 and one was only $1, and then it was like happy hour at that bookstore and I got everything for $7 flat, which is amazing. So the prompt for this one, since it was wrapped up, said a female wakes up next to a dumpster as a vampire, and I'm like, that's really intriguing, but I feel like I've read something like that already. But the cashier said, no, it isn't the book that I'm thinking of. And it wasn't. It was Blood-Sucking Fiends by Christopher Moore. It sounded really fun. And it was the first week of October. And I'm like, I really want to get into a spooky vampire book. So I added that to my October TBR. And then this one is A Marriage of Convenience During the 1900s, I feel like was the prompt, and I thought it was intriguing. So it is A Long Petal of the Sea by Isabel Allende, and I just love A Marriage of Convenience, so I picked up those 2 books. Next book I'm going to talk about is The Brothers Hawthorne. It is part of the Inheritance Game series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and I was super excited that I bought this book the day that it came out, unknowingly. So I had just finished The Final Gambit, which is the last book in the Inheritance Game series, and it told me The Brothers Hawthorne was next. So I went on to Target's website and they had just released the book, and I'm like, I guess it's fate. Speaking of Target again, I have 2 more books that I bought a few days later, I believe, and this was part of their buy one get one half off thing. So I was in the mood for fall spooky dark vibes. So we have Immortal Dark by Tigis Gurma, and I didn't hear anything about this book. I just bought it because it had the pretty sprayed edges, and it says no soul can enter without an invitation. I believe this is a vampire book. Honestly, I told you I didn't see anything about it. I just picked it up because it was pretty, and sometimes I do that. And then next we have Long Live Evil by Sarah Reese Brennan, and I heard this is like the assistant to the Villain series, and I love that series, so this gave similar vibes to that. And yeah, I think it's about her waking up in a different fairy tale or something like that. I'm not sure, but I heard good things about it. Speaking of Target sales, I shopped their buy 2 get 1 free. I always try to save books that I know that I don't need right away for these sales. So I'm I'll keep a note in my phone and be like, oh, this book I want to read, like, let's wait for a sale, you know, that's not special edition, stuff like that. It's just a regular published book. So yeah, that's what I do to save money. Sometimes I'll just go and buy the book, and then sometimes I'll wait for a sale. It just depends. We have this stack right here. So first is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I did read this when it first came out. I believe I was 3rd or 4th grade, and I remember I liked it, but I don't think I finished it, like this book, because I was like 3rd, 4th grade. I did watch all the movies, but yeah, I never picked up the book series. So as an adult, I thought, you know what, let's do that. Plus it was like very pretty, and again, sprayed edges really sold me on it. Next up, we have a dark romance. This is Lights Out by Navessa Allen, and I actually read this already, and I actually really liked it. I'm not a dark romance girly. I will pick one up here and there, you know, because of the hype of TikTok, but like I don't normally like read them back to back to back, you know. But this one was quite fun. I really enjoyed reading this story. It was chaotic and all that, but check the trigger warnings and stuff like that because it is a dark romance. But I did have a good time reading it. I think I gave it 4 stars. And then another book that I read and really enjoyed, I believe I read it in 1 or 2 days, not really sure, but this is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith, and I read it on Kindle Unlimited, and this was so good. If you are a fan of Caraval, this is kind of like that because it's about 2 sisters. They enter this game. This one, however, was more adult. It had like more spiciness to it, and like it was a little darker, but I love this book. It was so good. It put me into a reading slump because after I read this, like nothing could compare. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the second one. So yeah, if you could pick up this book, you should, because all the hype that I've seen about it is correct. I really enjoyed it, and it was just so fun, magical, and I really liked the writing style of it. And then we have more Target books. We have Masters of Death by Olivia Blake, and I believe this is like a bonus pick because, you know, I had to buy 2 get 1 free. This was one of them, and I was on my vampire kick. I love reading vampires in October. It's my thing. I just heard it's about a struggling real estate agent who is a vampire, and I'm like, okay, sold. Plus it has purple sprayed edges, so I was like, why not? And then we have The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. This was on my 24 books I want to read in 2024, but I only have like, what, 2.5 months left of 2024. Will I get to this? Who knows? But I own the physical copy now to add to my ever-growing physical TBR. This stack, however, are conveniently the 3rd books of their respective series. So yeah, that is fun. First off, we have The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling. This is part of the X-Hex series. I believe that's what it's called, but I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like a Halloween fall vibe book or if it's Christmassy because there's Christmas trees on it. So I'll have to do my research and see if it is. I think it is Christmassy, so maybe I'll read this in December. And then we have A Reign of Rose, which is the 3rd book in the Sacred Stone series by Kate Golden. Have I read this series? No, I haven't, but do I have all the books for it? Yes, I do. I do hear good things about it. It is a fantasy series and it just sounds amazing. I don't want to read too much of the back because I don't want to spoil myself for the first 2 books, but yeah, I don't know why I do this to myself. I'll buy the books in a series without reading it yet, and then I'll have it, you know. But so far so good. I haven't bought a series that I'm like, you know, I hate every single one of these books. I haven't yet. So knock on wood, since I have my bookcase back here, where I don't experience that. Then we have The Deepest End of Love by Lucina Coney, I believe is how you say this. I already read this on Kindle Unlimited. I've read this series. I've loved this series. It's so good. And of course I had to have the physical copy to match. I don't think it's on like the screen, but I have the first two books. This isn't necessarily like a fall book, but it's very cozy and like a comforting series for me, even though it touches on a lot of heavy topics. I just love her writing, love her stories. I picked up the first one because it was about a tattoo artist and a ballerina, and I love ballerina stories. And this one actually is the daughter of the ballerina and the tattoo artist. So yeah, it's like a generational series, I believe is what you call that. But yeah, if you want to read about their daughter's story, then that's the third book, and I just love this series. Highly recommend you read it. Plus it's on Kindle Unlimited. Next stack, we have books from my local romance bookstore, and they're by Jessica Joyce. So You with a View and The X Vows. I have heard great things about this author, about her books, and while I was at my local romance bookstore, I picked them up. And then we have the last three books. I love how I categorized each one. So my Target sale books, local romance books, blind date with the books, you know, you saw them all. So these are my Sam's Club find books. So I got a Sam's Club membership over the summer, and it has been so good. Have I bought like tons of quantity of food there? No. But have I been buying books? Yes. So it justifies my membership. So I've been meaning to buy these books, and every time I went to Sam's Club, they weren't around. So I finally asked the manager, and I told her like, hey, if you ever see these books, could you like maybe like call me or something like that? And I ended up making a friend out of it. So yeah, she finally had some come in one day, reserved them for me, and I'm so grateful to her because now I own the Pumpkin Spice Cafe and the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Lori Gilmore. It's kind of hard to say. I really wanted these books because, of course, I was influenced by Book Talk, and I just wanted some fall cozy books. Yes, I did end up reading them. I love them. A lot of people were saying that they were like a little boring. They can be, but I personally enjoyed them. I loved reading the story. I knew what I was getting into when I started these. I wasn't expecting like this epic fall book, you know. It had cozy fall vibes. It had pretty good plot lines. It was very spicy. Like this cover, you wouldn't think it was spicy, you know? But I really enjoyed both books. I both gave them 4 stars. They were just so cozy and cute, and definitely worth the hype for me because I enjoyed these fall books. And am I going to get the Christmas Tree Farm? Yes, I am. I'm already going to go once it's released at Sam's Club. I need the Christmas Tree Farm, and I'm going to read it during December. So pick those 2 books up, of course. And then we have Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Do I own another Fourth Wing copy? Yes, I do. So my dad calls this my dragon book, and I talked to him about it quite a bit, and I told him I already own all the Fourth Wing copies, and he's like, what's one more? You love your dragon book. So I listened to him and I bought it. It has the pretty like dragons on the edges, and since it was Sam's Club, it was fairly cheaper than the rest of the places that I saw it at. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? You convinced me. So my dad enabled my Fourth Wing collecting habit, I guess. So yeah, those were the last few books of this book haul and the last 3 books that I bought at Sam's Club. I should stop my yapping about books because I have to import this footage and also edit it together and hopefully upload it soon. And also I need to do a few more assignments that are due this week. So I'm juggling everything. I'm trying to be better with my time management. Hopefully I can do that so I can still put out these videos as well as focus on my college classes. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. I will link all the book titles that I mentioned down below in the description, all the videos that I mentioned. Anything that I mentioned will be linked down there if you want to check that out. So I do hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone!